Now let us see the properties of addition of integers. Here the first property is a closure property. Now here suppose if x and y are two integers, okay, then x plus y is also an integer. For example, if I see if I take two integers, now integers we know that it is any number. Suppose if I take 3 and minus 2, okay, so when these two are the integers, then if I write 3 plus minus 2, now this is my x and this is my y. So what answer I will get it here is 3, this 3 and this plus L minus becomes minus. So 3 minus 2, my answer will be 1. So now 1 is also an integer. Okay, so any number if you take, I can take one more example. Suppose my x is minus 9 and my y is minus 6. So minus 9 plus this minus 6. So this is my x and this is my y. So the answer what I get is now here it is addition. So I'll take 15 and the sign of the greater number. So this is also an integer. So these are the example for closure property. Let us see associative property. What is associative property? Now x, y and z, maybe this, let this be the three integers. So if x, y and z are three integers, then x plus in bracket y plus z is equal to x plus y plus z. Now this associative property, students, we have already studied in our previous chapter. So here if I take the example, if my x is 5, my y is 6 and my z is 3, let us solve it and see. Now x is 5 plus y is 6 and my z is 3. So I'll be writing it this way, plus my x is, suppose I'm taking this z as minus 3. Let us do little change here, minus 3. So I'll be writing this 3 as plus, now my z is minus 3, so I'll be writing it as minus 3. Your x is 5 plus y is 6 and my z is minus 3. Okay, so this plus sign here I'm putting, I have just replaced the values of x, y and z. So how will I solve this? Now students, we have studied the BODMAS rule. You remember the BODMAS rule? First we will solve the bracket. So my 5 will remain as it is. I will solve this bracket. Now 6 plus minus 3. So 6 minus 3. So my answer will be 3 is equal to, now 5 plus 6 is 11. Now this plus 3 and minus 3 will be minus 3. So this is 8 and this is equal to 11 minus 3 is 8. So if you see, my left hand side is equal to my right hand side. Okay, so this way you can solve the we can do the associative property for integers. The next property is commutative property. Now x, y and z, suppose x and y they are integers, so x plus y and y plus x will be same. So I'll substitute the values. Here my x is minus 6, so I'll put minus 6 plus 4 equals to minus 6, sorry, y is 4 plus minus 6. So 6, here we have studied what we'll be doing. Now one is minus and one is plus, so we will be doing two different signs, so we will do subtraction. So 6 minus 4 is 2, and we will put the sign of the larger number. Again here we will do, here it is plus, here it is minus. So when two different signs, here it is plus, right? When we write 4 means it is plus 4. So if you see the sign of this and the sign of this, it is different signs, so we will do subtraction and we'll put the sign of the greater number. So 6 minus 4 is 2, and the sign of the greater number is minus. So if you see, minus 2 is equal to minus 2. So here this is a commutative property. The next property is additive identity. Now here, if suppose x is one integer, so when we add 0 to the integer, that is x plus 0 or 0 plus x, the answer will be always same. So here 0 is called an additive identity. So here 0 is called as an additive identity. Example, if x is 5, so my 5 plus 0 is equal to, and substituting the values in this, 0 plus 5. So if you see, the answer is 5 is equal to 5. So this is additive identity. The next property is additive inverse. Here, for any integer x, x plus minus x or minus x plus x is equal to 0. So minus x here is the additive inverse of x. It is inverse of x. Now for example, if I take x is equal to 4. So if I write x is equal to 4 plus minus 4 is equal to minus 4 plus 4. So what I get the answer here. Now minus plus, so we do minus. So 4 minus 4 is 0. Here minus 4 plus 4. So again 0. So my answer will be 0. So if you see, for additive inverse, that is 1 plus minus 1 or any integers if you take, and if you do, so put this value in this, you get the answer as 0. So here let me take one example from your textbook to solve. Here suppose if we take minus minus 6 plus minus 4 plus 7 plus minus 1 minus 1 plus 8. Now here what we have done, we have opened these brackets first. Let us see, and we will rearrange the integers according to their sign. Now here first I will write this 7 plus 8. So these are positive integers, so I have taken the positive integers on one side, then minus 6. minus plus becomes minus, so minus 4, and this remaining minus plus again becomes minus 1. So now this 7 plus 8 is 15, and all of them, this becomes minus 11. So this is equal to 4. So this way you will be solving few examples from your textbook. Now let us do the subtraction of integers. Now students, here you have to be little careful for the subtraction of integers. While doing subtraction of integers, we add the opposite of the second number. Now when I explain, say about the subtraction, I'll solve with example which will make your understanding very easy. Now here, while subtracting integers, simply add the opposite of the second number. Now what is that means? We will see here. Subtraction on the first will be subtraction on the number line. Now example, we have to I say that minus 2, subtract minus 2 from minus 4. So what we will do here, this is minus 4, we have to subtract, okay, from minus 4 we have to just rewrite it. From minus 4 I have to subtract this minus 2. Now this minus 4 remains as it is. Now this plus minus sign will become plus, okay. Here now this 2 becomes minus 2, and this minus sign outside, this 2 negative will become positive, so I'll write plus 2. So now here it becomes minus 4 plus 2. So I'll do the, now two different signs, so I'll do the subtraction 2 and the sign of the bigger number. So the answer is minus 2. Now how you will draw this on a number line? The first number tells you where to start. Now here now first number, like we have to subtract minus 2 from this 4, so minus 4 will be my first number here, and they say that we have to add this 2. When we do addition of this 2, we have to go to the right hand side. So I'll go from here 1 and 2 to the right hand side. So answer what I got is minus 2. So this is the answer I got here on the, when I do the addition or when I do the subtraction, I get the answer as minus 2. And when I do the same thing on the number line, again I get the answer as minus 2. Now why we went on the right hand side? Because here if you see, here we have changed the sign, minus 2 and minus 2 becomes plus 2. So minus 4 and plus 2. So minus 4 is my starting point here, and then since it is plus positive side, we have to go to the right hand side. So we are moving 2 steps to the, or we jump 2 steps to the right hand side. So this way you will solve the above problems. Now here again, if I see this, if I solve this one more problem here on the number scale like this, okay, first we'll solve. Now here if you see minus 6, now here minus 6 is the first number. Now what we are going to do here, this is minus and this is plus, so minus plus becomes minus, so minus 6 and minus 3. So minus 6 and minus 3. So now if on the number line there is no positive number, so I will not draw any positive, I'll draw only negative numbers. So this is 1, minus 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, and minus 10. Now my first number is minus 6. So I'll start from minus 6 here. And now the next number is minus 3. Minus 3 means I have to go towards the left hand side. So I will jump 1, 2 and 3. So I have jumped 3 times and I got the answer as minus 9. So this minus 6 minus 3, my answer is minus 9. So this way you will do the subtraction of integers. Now what we have already know the word predecessor and successor. Predecessor means means previous, okay, the number before, okay, and successor means the number afterwards. So predecessor is the one number before. Suppose if x integer, the predecessor of x integer is x minus 1. If I take x as 8, the predecessor of 8 is 8 minus 1, that is 7. The successor is, we add number 1 to the we add one number after. So suppose my integer is x, I add 1 to that number. If x is equal to 10, then my successor of this 10 is 10 plus 1, that is 11. So this way you will be writing the predecessor and successor of any numbers. For example,